Hello everybody, this is JackB1024 and welcome to episode 37 of our Dynamic Factory Let's Play series. In our last episode we spent, like 4 different attempts to take out this base over here. Ended up dying once, but we managed to recover all our resources after finding our dead body behind a tree. From that we decided it's probably best not to try to take over this oil field yet. Just because it's going to take too much effort to take out these biters. Instead, what makes more sense is to work towards getting our laser turrets, which require military science packs to get. And with military science packs, we can also get better bullet shooting speed, better bullet damage, energy shields. Am I wearing my armor again? I am indeed. Good. And all of that. So that's what we're going to work towards next. And then we'll work towards taking out these two with the laser turrets and taking over this oil field and getting blue science. So to get military science up, we're going to need at least, I think that's just 3 production areas. We need at least 1 furnace area because the gate's going to need stone bricks. What else do we need? Gun turret is... We already produce everything there, so we don't need any of that. So the gate is... We need a second furnace area for steel plates to get gates. And a production area for stone walls. So that's 3 production areas. 2 furnaces so far. Firearm ammo is just another production area. So... 1, 2, 3, 4 production areas, 2 furnace areas. That's what we need. Now, furnace areas, they go in this line. And I think we have enough room to put another 2 down here. We'll put 1. I can find... I hope it's in this blueprint book. It's not that one. It's not that. Sure, I had a blueprint of it. It's none of those. This might be it. Let's just lay it over. It's all blue. The only issue is that the looks like the roboport needs 1 more space to actually be able to put down. That's okay. We can put it there, and once that's done, that should have a radar dish, which means we can see the next spot, which might fit in, might be a bit too close to this oil field, but that's one of our 2 furnace areas set up. Now the next thing we want to do is get some more production areas, and I think the best place to put more production areas in would be to take out these 2 furnaces and reclaim this space here. Now with our iron one, that should be fairly simple because we've got, I don't think we have any more. There we go, let's have a look. Oh, we got a few more iron plates in here. Let's go just pick those up. But with those few iron plates taken care of, I think we should be able to just take down this whole area without much hassle. I want to keep the roboports around, but otherwise... Oh, and I need to keep this main line here connected down that way. So we'll take out all that. Take out that. That. If you connect that way. Take out all of this area here, all of this, except I want to keep that large pole in. Yep. And then to keep this large pole in. Take out this area, Now, do these poles... Is this the only way this line here goes down? I think it is. So we're going to need to keep those poles in as well. Otherwise, none of this area is needed. Okay, I think that is everything here we need taken out. Let's see. Is there any reason a train would come across this line here? Yeah, you do. But I don't think there's any reason for that. And it'd be nice if I could, if I hook this track around this way. Might be able to set that track up nicely so that the trains don't even have to go up here and I can take out all those train tracks that are here. Yep. Put a line there. Put that there instead. I think that looks fine. Just go into map mode so we can more easily select everything we want taken out. Don't need any of those tracks, or those tracks, or those tracks. Yep, that looks like that's everything that we need taken out now. We need 1,200 more robots to do all that, so we'll let them do their thing. And in the meantime, we need to get a stone mine set up. We also need to start emptying all these copper plates. Now this says that there has been a request sent off that we can supply it, but our supply does not have a copper plate of around the correct number, which means that the request has been lost somehow. Just a few more things to get rid of. There we go. Gonna have to go this way. So what we'll do is we'll reset that request so it gets sent off again, and that'll mean that trains can come to this station to start emptying it from all its copper plates. Which is good because it has 115,000 and it really needs to have none. So let's see, 1.8k, good. Looks like our energy is not being able to supply the amount we need. And it also looks like our coal ore is still duplicating signals. Even though I'm pretty sure it should be up to the new version, so it shouldn't be doing that anymore. That's annoying. Well, what I'm going to do now is I will lay out the stone mine and we'll be back when this is all done. See you soon. And I'm back. So we've taken down the furnace area here, extended out this drop off here so that our iron plates can actually get dropped off properly. I haven't done it yet with the red science packs, but we'll get onto that later. We're going to have to figure out where to put the green science packs because this area can't easily be extended to the length that we would want. Let's see how our furnace is going. It looks like our furnace area is completely set up. Our stone mine is also almost completely set up. There's just missing miners, but don't know if they're automatically crafted. Let's see if we can see them anywhere. Here we go. They're crafted here. So that means if I just get a bit of steel, I can make a logistics chest and we can add them to our network. What are these doing? Okay. Seems to be a whole lot of stone being moved around. Yep, here we go. So they should all get picked up now. Good. I've connected the logistics network up north with our main one, so that's all connected together. What else has happened? That's about it. So the next thing we need to do is we need to set up a production bay, which, yep, this is a production bay. So let's just set one up here. Trying to see if there's a good place to set it up. I think this looks like the best. The only issue with this is that this one pole here is in our way. I'll go over to the car. I might manually actually remove that pole just so I can get it done quicker. And then we will go on and where is the... Yep, still down here. We'll then go to our new furnace and we'll set it up to make steel bars. Now, let me just get that up. So it's been probably about an hour and a half, which means that our military science recipe actually changed, and it's then changed back. Now it's the other recipe. I decided to write it up while it was still there. Let's not run into everything while I'm trying to get here. So the other recipe is 1 piercing round, 1 grenade, and a gun turret. Now that's a useful recipe. It's probably actually better than this one that we currently have of 2 firearm magazines, 1 gate, and 1 gun turret. Mostly because it does not require that we make... Wait, where's this go? Ah, here. There. It doesn't require us to make stone bricks for the gate. It requires coal to be used to make the grenade, and it requires steel bars for the piercing rounds, but it doesn't require stone for the gate. Which means we can actually take out 1 furnace, which is good because we currently only have room for 1, I think. Yeah, the next one's it'll get close to that area there. Let's just make it add those. Yeah, so with that recipe, we can skip having 1 furnace. We can use our coal that we've already got on our network. The gun turrets on both recipes, so there's no difference there. Grenade is just using the coal and iron plates, so that's really easy. Piercing ammo, that's what we need the steel plates for. We need the firearm magazines for that, but we only need 1. Well, I think this is 2. Yeah. So I think that's actually a much better setup. So let's set this up now. So I think actually 8,000 is not quite enough. We still seem to be short on power. We're very, very short on power at the moment, actually. Let's open up the calculator because I haven't opened it up yet. There we go. Now this is 36,0036. So this is like furnace 5. Loader. And this is 37 then, 0037 furnace 5 unloader. Now let's make sure we set these numbers up, 37, 36, save that. We want to get one of these trains, add 36 until it is empty, add 37, 5 seconds of inactivity, and the destination is greater than 0. We can save that line, go to the rules. After this station it goes to station 1, after this station it goes to the one that we've got a signal for. So now we know this is 36 times up by 128 is 4,000, wait, make this iron plates, 4,608, 4608, iron plates 15, and this time we want steel bars. We need another 128 above that, so that's 4736 and 64 for our steel bars. Okay, there's no connection there, that's fine. You should be... Yep, you're ready to make your 2 requests. We just need it to be connected in. There's our connection. Let's actually check our power just because it's low. We might want to make another coal drop off. We are really consuming a lot of power right now. But if we connect your red in, that should send both of those requests off. Yeah, there's the coal request at 4.6k. Let's just make sure the trains are still set up right. Yep. Don't want trains going to the wrong stations, which has happened many times, and it's always annoying when it does. So let's just do a few more sanity checks. Yep, everything looks to be perfectly set up. Except there's too many trees. Okay, there we go. There's our next furnace online. Let's go back to our production area and let's see if that is set up yet. We'll have to figure out, ooh. That shouldn't be there. Looks like all the combinators might. Oh, I think I see a few arithmetic combinators that are missing, which is not good. Yeah, you haven't been built yet, have you? You're the only one that's missing? Clear these trees. Yeah, so if all these combinators are set up, then it's really the most important part. We don't really need to worry too much about the belts yet. We can at least get some trains coming here. Okay, so what are we going to make in this production area? So we could do firearm magazines, grenades, gun turrets. They're the first 3 that we'll need to make. One of these 3. I think I'll go with firearm magazines maybe, just because I could actually use them to kill some biters if I needed to. And they're just iron plates, so they're easy enough. So we need iron plates, we need, what, 12,000? and iron plates on 63 because it'll be coming to every spot. Once we get, what do they stack to? I assume they stack to 100. So 12,000 again. We need to know what this is numbered, and 64. Okay, let's number these two spots now. Technically 4, 5 and 6 are no longer in use because we've taken them down, so we could actually reuse these numbers. We could reuse 4 and 5 for these two. And I might actually just go and do that. So 0004, this is our production bay, what number? 8. Loader. And we don't really need to give them a number of what production bay number they are because it's already unique with the first 4. But P bay 8 unloader. Make sure we set up these numbers. So this is. Why has this still got? I think these disappear after an amount of time that it knows when they haven't existed for a while. But 4 and 5. Yep. Now, one of the reasons why we're using this, because you don't have to use this. Use station mapping is where it uses these numbers for the signal number. If you don't have this checkbox checked, the trains will actually go to whatever number in this list. So if you say, let's just do this here, right? So we'll add our loader till it's empty. We'll add our unloader until it is inactive and there is the circuit condition we want. Okay, now we can actually save that. Yep. Now, if a train currently was going from say 1 to 10, if we because we have this use station mapping checked, it'll go from 1 to whichever station we have numbered 10 on the other screen, which isn't visible there, it's here, this screen, which would be the 10 storage unloader. This one, storage loader. If we didn't have this checkbox checked, it would go to the 10th item in this list, counting from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, did I not save those changes? I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe only one of them has them at the moment. This one has it. Okay, cool. So to go to the 10th, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would go to this station instead. That's why this is checked, and that's why I always write in the numbers up here. So this is now 4, and that's 5 times 128. That would be 512. And actually I need to calculate what the other one is. 640. Military 640. Okay, that should be all ready. This isn't yet connected to the main network yet, no. Okay, so we actually want to not do that. We want to disconnect that. Make sure that's reset, so it's all ready to send off our signal, but it hasn't sent it yet. Just make sure. Yep. Okay, so if we connect these up, we're now connected into the main network. And so now when we actually connect this to the pulse generator, it'll send off. I hope it sent it off correctly. It's always a bit of an issue when this light isn't turned off. But I think that's just a side effect of it not actually being connected to the main network when we send off our first requests. So up here, I mentioned before that we were getting multiple requests from our coal mine. The issue was that the input to the negator of our pulse generator was connected to the output of the the decider combinator. So I just had to move this green cable from being from this input to this output to actually being from the output to the input, and that fixes it. So it was a simple just wiring issue there, and I haven't cleared it since then, but my assumption is that that will work fine. Well, there we go. Our trains are set up. We're getting... Soon we'll be getting a iron drop-off. Oh, during the break, one thing that did happen is we actually started producing our green science. So, there. Oh, we've actually... Yeah, of course. So, been producing it for a while now, actually. Well more than an hour. That's about this spot here, so I'd say that's about an hour and a half then. So that's pretty good. We don't have a drop-off area for the green science yet, which we're going to have to do. What I'm thinking we will do is we'll continue our train tracks along this way. I can't actually show it though, but along this way. And we'll have a second station here. Okay, yep, so we'll have a second station over here, which will be for iron bars. So we have, not iron bars, steel bars, that's it. So we have iron plates here, steel bars here, we can have green, red science here, green science here, and I might make a third station if we have room. Let me just try to, it's going to chop into this spot a bit, but this is pretty useless as it is anyway. This is from like episode 6 or something, and we haven't used it in ages. So we might just use this spot and have, military science, and then have another spot here for blue science and bring it across like that. So we'll have the 7 sciences just on a row here. Or at least as many sciences until we actually get a dedicated science area for them. I don't think we'll get all... I think we'll get the area before we have all 7. Get rid of this one piece of track. It's just chilling over there. Let me see. Ooh. Okay, that actually took a while. That should be the end of the episode then. Yeah, so before the next episode, how's this going? Is this getting eaten up? No. I'll see what's going on here. I'll let the trains run until all of this copper plate is gone. I'll take down this area and we'll set up a new production bay here. I'll probably set another couple of production bays here and here so that we can get our military science stuff started. And there might be room for a production bay up here. Okay, that's as low as I can put it. That actually looks to be a valid location for one. Just got to move this out of the way. So that might be in the way too. Yeah, it is. So I'll spend some time just moving around where all our signals run so they're not all in the way. And one thing I forgot to do with the bottom production bay, we haven't actually set it to produce what we want it to produce, so it's still making red science. So we'll fix that. I'll get that one set up so that it's actually making something. We'll probably make maybe piercing rounds, since we've already got the firearms. That makes sense. And then we'll be back with tomorrow's episode with all that done. And that should hopefully be almost enough to get military science done, which will be good. So until tomorrow, it's JackB1024 signing off, and I'll see you tomorrow.